taking their place among the program's greats. I'm Joe Downs for the ACES Insider. The University of Evansville men's basketball team celebrated their glorious past by adding 8 new jerseys to the rafters here at the Ford Center Saturday afternoon. We got a chance to catch up with some of the names that went up there, including head coach Marty Simmons and his mentor Jim Cruz.
Basketball team, university and city, unbelievable. Thank you so much.
Emotionally, on a day like this, what goes through your mind?
Oh, it just seems like just yesterday I should be playing, but just all the memories, the relationships with teammates, and you know, just reflecting back on my career here, the city, the school, and especially Coach Cruz for giving me the opportunity to play here, and just how he pushed me to be the best I could be.
I think about A-Rad McCutcheon for one thing. And he gave me the chance to play as a walk-on, you know, so that's a little special. And I always think of A-Rad, and he was a good coach and a good person. And I think of the fans. I think about my teammates, the ones I've lost, and I've had 5 of them that we played with that have passed away already, and I think of those things.
When you heard about what they were going to do for you guys, what went through your mind?
Oh, it was just something that you just play the game that you love, and you never think about something like this could ever happen. So when I got the call, it was just like, I just really couldn't believe it. I was excited, I was honored, and I was thankful.
Well, it means a lot to me growing up here in Evansville, and this is my hometown university. And, you know, I went to a lot of games growing up, you know, Brad Leaf, and I watched Richie Johnson and all those guys play. So to be able to come here, play here, have a lot of success here as a team has meant a lot to me. It's meant a lot to my family, and this university means a lot to me and my family. So it's a privilege and honor for me to be here. I really appreciate everything that the committee did and what the university's done for me throughout my life. So from being a fan to a player to now an alum, it really means a lot to me.
It's just a culmination of a lot of things, of just the work that I put in. You know, my dad pushing me, even times when I didn't want to play basketball, and him pushing me, and just so thankful that I was here with the right group of guys. You know, every team will have a leading scorer, but I was fortunate enough to be able to score and win, and I know if we didn't win, I probably wouldn't be here. So it's not really about me, just a lot of all the people that helped me get here, and just so thankful that they put the work in and invested in me and believed in me, and we're good teammates and good parents, and so just everyone that allowed this moment to happen.
It's really a accumulation of so many things. You got memories and you got experiences, but it all comes down to the people and all the people that contribute. I mean, no one does this. I mean, I don't even know what the banners look like, but if you got your name on it, it's not my name. It's just like a puzzle. And the puzzle of Andy Elkins or Curtis Jackson or Brian Hill or Marty Simmons and Daryl Bente and Jim Byers and Jim Bent. I mean, it's hundreds. I mean, it's literally hundreds. And so, you know, it just brings about great memories. And, you know, we had a lot of fun here when we were here. And those guys were able to accomplish a lot of great things and do it the right way. And so it feels good from that standpoint.
Anytime you get something like that, you know, humbled, number one. I mean, you look at the history and tradition of Evansville basketball, it's pretty special. You look at the guys that have already had their jerseys retired. You look at the guys in this class. But more than anything, it makes you look back and appreciate all the people throughout your life that have helped you and believed in you, pushed you, encouraged you. I couldn't have played with a better set of teammates ever. I mean, if you could pick 14 other guys to play with, I had that when I was a player here. The most unselfish, hardworking group. We had coaches that pushed you to be the best, and I'm just thankful.
What did it mean to you to play first for Coach McCutcheon, but also play at UE?
Giving me a chance to play was important, and worked my way into the lineup, and like I said, he was such a good person. He did what he thought he needed to do, and it was great. I enjoyed it. It was the neatest thing that you could do at the time, and Evansville College, everything was everything was close back then. It was intimate. I mean, everybody, it was just everything. When you were on that ball team, you were with those teammates of yours, and the coach and Coach Beck and Forrest Page, the football coach, was our freshman coach, and it was just a close-knit bunch, and it's hard to explain, but it was just different.
Your time at University of Evansville, what does it mean to you?
Oh, I wish I was still playing. I mean, as you'll see in the video, I talk about taking that jersey off for the last time. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do as an athlete. I mean, I didn't want to take it off, and just my time here and my passion for, again, the game, the University of Evansville, teammates, coaches, today just like a dream come true.
When I got that call, then I started dwelling again after all these years, and wow, we had some really good years that we had no team. So for what happened and what we accomplished, the players and the coaching staff for those 4 years, it's pretty phenomenal. Since I've put 12 high school players into college now. I've been 16 years as a high school coach, so I know how difficult it is. And for what Coach Walters did and the team did during those 4 years is remarkable.
What was great was playing for Coach Cruz, who just had a lot of success in the NCAA tournament, and then coming from IU and everything like that. I'd have gone to UE no matter who the coaches were, but I was lucky enough to have an outstanding coaching staff with a great work ethic that made me the best player I could be. And to be able to go there and have the success we had as a team means a lot to me, because I know what it means to the city, because I grew up here. So it's just one of those things that I'm glad to be a part of it, and I appreciate the acknowledgement.
You know, it just really defined a lot of my character, because as a player here, you're expected to have high character, go to class, do those things. And so I learned a lot about being on time, about respecting my teammates, which has allowed me to be successful in the business world, learning how to get along with different groups of people. And so it really just shaped a lot of who I am today. And so I'm thankful that I had a coaching staff that made me be more than just a basketball player, and thankful I had teammates that were good people and, kept me in good situations. So it really helped who I am right now, so I'm eternally grateful.
What did it mean for you to coach here at UE?
Well, Coach Byers gave me the opportunity, I should say, and he didn't have to do that. I mean, I hadn't been a head coach, and probably didn't know what the heck I was doing. I mean, really, seriously. But he was a great mentor. He was a great teacher, and then Evansville is a perfect fit. It's a great place to rear children. So our 2 children grew up here. And it's a community of people that I think are just down-home people that have good values, and they're not afraid to work and not afraid to support things and do things for the community, not just Evansville basketball, but the community. And so couldn't ask more. I've been very, very blessed with that.
Going in with Coach Cruz, that's got to be something special.
Yeah. I think the world of Coach Cruz. He's been everything to me. I mean, he was my coach and mentor, and able to work together. He's such a role model for anyone. I mean, one of the best coaches ever, and he's even a better person. He's always there for all of his former players.
Yesterday in practice, they did like a practice run, dropped them all down, and it was really cool seeing Schreffler, my dad, Leaf, all those guys. It was a really, really cool feeling, especially seeing, my dad, the legacy he's left behind. He's the main reason I wanted to come here. The path he created for me. It's a really, really touching moment for me, him, and our whole family.
And of course, 50. That's what you wear too. That makes it a little more special.
Definitely. I wouldn't be wearing 50 if it wasn't for him. It's just I guess something that's been carried down in our family. My little brother wears it now at Castle. It's just something that means a lot to our family. He represented it so well when he was a player, and I just wanted to wear the same number, represent it just as well as he did. And I know Larry Humes, he represented it well when he played here too. It's just it's a number that has a lot of meaning to this program.
And obviously, you've had honors before. What does this honor specifically mean to you?
Well, when you come to college, or if you're a college athlete, I mean, that's probably the furthest thing from your mind is that one of these days your number is going to be in jersey, is going to be up in the banners. So, just I don't think people enjoy it as much, or don't take the time to enjoy it as much when you're an athlete. And then as the older you get, you start reflecting back, and really words can't express, how it feels and what this day means to me.
I'm just going to be so proud that my kids can take part in it with me, because, obviously they're never going to watch you play. They can watch you on tape. They can do all that. But to be able to walk around and see a lot of people that I've known through the university to be able to share that with them, with my wife, and then my mom and dad are flying in from Phoenix, so to be able to share all that with them because it all goes back to them. So my mom and dad driving me all over the place to my games, and then my little brothers were always in the car with us. They had to go and watch, and it's just one of those things that that Elkins name. I'm glad it's the Elkins name because that's my whole family going up there, and I really appreciate everything. I mean, to be able to every time I come to an ACES game to see my name and number up there, it's going to mean a lot.
I've been thinking about it recently and just how special that is. It's hard to play Division I basketball. It's hard to be successful, and then to actually get your jersey retired is very rare. So I don't know how I'm going to feel. I know that I feel really proud right now. I feel thankful and just probably going to reminisce. A lot of memories all at once hit me, so might shed a tear, but I think if I did, it would be today's the day for it.
And with so many more greats to recognize in the coming years, ceremonies like this are sure to eventually fill the rafters here at the Ford Center. For the ACES Insider, I'm Joe Downs.